They threatened to shut off my power, while using my generator to keep their clubhouse running. Yeah, you heard that right. It all started during a massive summer storm that knocked out power across our neighborhood. Transformers blew, trees fell, and most of us were left in the dark. Luckily, I had just installed a backup generator a few months earlier, enough to keep my fridge, lights, and security cameras running. A few neighbors even plugged in their phone chargers, and I was happy to help. Then comes HOA Karen. Clipboard, attitude, and a voice that could cut glass. She stomped up to my front door and said, "We've received a complaint. You're using too much power and running a noisy generator. It's disrupting the neighborhood." I said, "It's legal, and I'm well within city noise limits." But she wasn't here to talk. She snapped, "If you don't shut it off, the HOA will arrange to have your line cut." Now, that's when I realized something. My generator was wired to a backup line that ran along the back of several homes, including the HOA clubhouse. I checked the smart monitor and saw a heavy draw from the line, way more than my house was using. So I took a little walk. Went behind the clubhouse. And guess what? They had an extension cord plugged into my backup panel, running straight into their building. That's right, while they were threatening to cut my power, they were stealing it. Their emergency HOA meeting had full lights, AC, and working Wi-Fi thanks to me. I took photos. I saved the power logs. And I shut the feed off, right as they were serving snacks and starting their meeting. Minutes later, Karen came back, fuming. "What did you do?" "The clubhouse just lost power." I smiled and said, "You wanted me to shut it down." So I did. And then I showed her the photos. Karen went silent. The next day, I filed a complaint with the city and the utility company for unauthorized use of residential power. Turns out, they had no legal right to hook into my line. And here's the best part. The HOA had to reimburse me for energy costs, faced a fine for tampering with electrical infrastructure, and Karen was removed from the board. Moral of the story? Don't threaten to cut someone's lights when they're the only reason yours are still on. Because this time, the blackout exposed everything.